Hello, everybody, and welcome to Firm Crypto. My name is Valon, and today I'm going to talk about Mstable, a project I've been following for a while. It's a DeFi project that had a heavy focus on stablecoins and has recently just launched the staking for their governance token, and that's what I'm mainly going to talk about today is just the governance token itself and how to stake it. And I'm going to lock up some MTA for you today just to show you how easy it is to stake it, and you can decide how long you want to stake it for. You can do super long term for like a year, or you can stake the MTA governance token for like a couple of weeks like I'm going to do here, and I'll show you guys how to do it now. So if you're not aware, Mstable is a DeFi project that takes a basket of stablecoins, pulls them together so they have a safer, less risk, and a better yield. Now, for a while, there was a lot of speculation as to whether or not they were going to get that governance token out, because the governance token is kind of a hedge against the risk of the basket. So the idea is you have this governance token, and you can stake it, and you're going to kind of hedge against any kind of risk posed by holding the stablecoin. And with the stablecoin, you can also pool. You can use it on Uniswap pool for fees. You can also lock it into their savings program, and the governance token is more or less just a hedge. So that's kind of what everyone has been waiting for. So you can see there was a lot of hype here with a lot of people locking up value, lots of USDT being minted. In fact, actually, it still has a lot of daily volume. Still 31 million locked into their their stablecoin. But then we see some big sell-offs here, and again, too, just kind of following the trend, but we've seen a little bit of a pickup here, and this has just been in the past couple of days because they've released their governance, and the governance staking platform is live. And so if you go to governance.mstable.org, it'll take you to the platform. You want to connect your wallet. You'll see I'm connected up here already, and I've got some you'll see I've got some Mstable. You might have to add this manually, but see, I've got some Mstable here. And you want to go over to stake, and here is where you're going to stake it. So I'm going to stake the 100 that I have, and I'm going to set the lockup period. And right here is at the little bottom is where you can kind of just drag your amount that you want to, the time that you want to stake for, and then down here it'll give you the rewarded APY. But first thing you got to do is you got to set the amount and you've got to approve it. And so you want to make sure you've got some Ethereum for this, because it's going to cost fees the entire way. So I'm going to put this on fast. I'm going to confirm this. Okay, so it's confirming now. And so the first step with almost every platform I've noticed this is you're going to have to approve the contract first. Kind of like with CoinBreeder when they had their swap contract set up when it was manual before they put the automatic one out for everybody. But back when it was manual, you had to approve the swap first, and then you would swap it. So there was 2 steps, and I know that sometimes just that second step kind of confuses people. They think they're already done. If you're using a smart contract for the first time, it's kind of scary. You're like, am I going to lose my money here? Am I going to screw this up? But for the most part, once you start using smart contracts, you get over that. So now that I've approved it, first step, now I've got to lock up the MTA, and I've got to also select the amount of time. So make sure that you do that. Make sure before you just go quickly lock it up and you want to just start staking, make sure you actually are conscious of how long you're going to stake your MATA for. So I'm going to go with 1 week, 5 days. So I'm locking my MATA up for 1.7 weeks, and this will be the voting power that I have out of the total pool. And this is my expected APY, I guess you could say. So 72% on 100 in the year for like the 2 weeks there. I'm probably going to get maybe like 7 or 8 tokens maybe for the 2 weeks. But so that just kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at, which isn't bad actually. So if you start maximizing this number, say 1,000 or 10,000, you can kind of see the rewards. And then if you increase this, you'll notice the APY is growing as well. as same thing with your voting power. Everything increases because what you're doing is you're showing confidence. This is really what this is kind of to me, is a proof of confidence. Similar to Darwinia's network, where you stake your ring and you stake it for, I think it's 36 weeks, and then you get Keton. And that is a proof of commitment, which then it can be restaked. So not to say that this is exactly the same thing, but just the concept of getting rewarded for a longer period of commitment, I think is something that we're going to see more of, hopefully, because I like this idea. I personally do. It's good. It's healthy for the protocol. It signals long-term commitment from the community and confidence in the project. And then as well, too, if you're being rewarded for it, too, you have something to look forward to. And I think that these kinds of APYs based on having to commit for such a long period of time is a much better form of like yield farming and getting a yield off of your assets than what we've been seeing with the craze of 10 million APY. Not that that's accurate. Maybe it was like 10,000 that I saw. But I've been seeing some crazy stuff on some of these Wi-Fi clones and even the YFV and some of the other crazy yield farming protocols, which didn't last very long. And I think that's one of the reasons why, is because they're not realistic with what they're doing in terms of guaranteeing a long-term committed community. If you can just get a ridiculous APY right away and there's no real incentive to stick around, most people are going to leave that protocol the moment the incentives die off because they have no other reason to be there. There's no real community. So it'll be interesting to see what MTA does. This is just version 1 of the governance platform. I encourage anybody to check out the actual app for Mstable. Lock up some funds here in your wallet if you want to just take a little bit of a different position in stablecoins. So I'll lock up in here, connect. So you see it's showing my meta and it's showing the different stablecoins, and then it's got their MUSD here. And it just sent me to the contract, but transaction time history, docs, Mstable. I'm trying to get to the app here. Yep, okay, connected, back to app, there we go. And so now you'll see the actual platform where you would lock up an asset, or you can actually swap on here as well too. And I've heard some people, and I know as well for personal use, that the swap on here can be a little bit expensive for slippage if you're swapping, I think it's into MUSD. And so, I think it kind of ruined the incentive a little bit for people to really just use the swapping all the time. But the save and the earn is really where I think most of the money to be made is. The APY is down right now, which was interesting because last week this was like 49%, I think, when Chico Crypto covered it. So, it's come down a little bit, but oops. Let me see here if we can actually view the analytics. So yeah, we bottomed out, it looks like. And I guess the only way up from here is up, but I guess we'll kind of see what happens with Mstable. So keep your eyes on that, and if the Meta Governance token was something that interests you, you can see exactly here how to lock it up. And yeah, we'll finish actually doing that quick. Lock up the MTA. And I just like things to go fast. And once it's locked up, you'll start getting kind of a live feed down here of your rewards, which is kind of gratifying because kind of watch it all happen live instead of just kind of wondering. I know some protocols as well too have the same kind of UI, but none of them to me are as clean as this one. So we're just gonna wait for this. All right. And so here is my APY, and there is the MTA I'm getting rewarded right away. So there it is. So make sure that you also follow them on their social medias to stay up to date. because they don't have the best Telegram, but their Discord is really active, and I always see a lot of the devs and some of the other people that are part of the marketing team in there. So yeah, keep your eyes on Mstable and the Meta Governance token, because it's a great way to earn passive income. And I personally really like the idea of a basket of stablecoins. I think it's more powerful than holding just a single one. And if we're going to be seeing more and more stablecoins used in DeFi, I think that this will kind of become more or less a pillar of the DeFi space as they look for safer uses of stablecoins, baskets being one of them. So yeah, check it out. And if you like this video, give it a like, share, and a subscribe, and I will see you guys later.